Amazing tour.
What, Chris? Land tour? You don't know yet.
That's Peleliu Island. It's Palau Peleliu and
It's like Windtalk here next year because that's supposed to be the battle second. Wait, I had that first day. I know everybody had their little bento box. This one right here? No, the little one. Alright.
You guys doing the land tour? Good, good. Hi, my name is Des. Welcome to Peleliu. You are? Chris. Chris, nice to meet you. Cameraman? Yes, I am driving on this side of the road car here.
Yeah, can you explain why some of the cars are on the right?
Are they all from Taiwan? That's
No, no, they're actually from Japan.
Oh, they're Japanese?
Yeah, they're directly from Japan. And I was told by my Japanese buddy that after so many years, say 7 years or so, I don't exactly know when, but the Japanese government taxes the vehicle so high that it's actually cheaper to sell the vehicle and buy a new one, and that's how they keep their auto industry going. It's also how they keep their export levels high as well. So, you know, we're driving like, it's more safer with the steering wheel here if you were driving along a cliff and stuff.
A cliff, yeah.
But we don't have too many of those here, so.
Underwater, you do?
Different tour. That tour takes a lot longer, actually.
To recover.
It's good to recover also.
And the boat weighs a lot more when it goes back.
Right. So this is our first stop here, guys. This area is called Orange Beach, and Orange Beach was the site of the initial landing by the U.S. So let's go out and take a quick look. Island as well as Truck Island, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with divers, right? Truck is east of us, and between these islands, I call the Typhoon Generator. This is where they start on at. And it works. Of the island, right over here. Just to give you your bearings, right to the left side is the dock where I had picked you guys up. Prior to the dock being built, there was a small island there. And again, the U.S. had built that dock with reclaimed land, landfill, and they filled it and connected to that island. That was towards the end of that, the dock. Prior to that, the Japanese had placed 75mm guns out there, as well as the military personnel. About 90% of buildings here in Palau have some sort of water catchment or water cistern. Because again, we do have about 150 inches of annual rainfall here. So it makes sense to have it. In addition, we have underwater water that's provided to us here on this island as well as the other islands as well. Okay. We're located down here somewhere. The runway itself runs about 6,300 feet long, so a little bit over a mile, closer to 2 kilometers actually. There's a secondary runway that cuts right in the middle, and that takes into account the wind direction, known as Bloody Nose Ridge. And that's due to the fact that many of the soldiers that reached that point had either ran out of munitions or supplies, or they were still saving some for reserve, and they had to resort to hand-to-hand combat. There was actually fist fights that went on in there on the top of the ridge, and people would actually just be thrown off the side of the cliffs over there.
From Palau, like
There is, yeah, it's quite a few number. This is a Japanese tank here. This tank was shot and destroyed in this very spot and has never been moved since. It had a crew of 3 men inside, and they did not survive. It had a maximum speed of about 40 kilometers per hour, which is about 25 miles per hour. That was destroyed here, and another shot that came and hit right where the driver was located, blowing off the turret, which is on top. Turret was the top part of the tank where they have the gun, the main gun. There was also a small port right there where a smaller automatic machine gun would be on, right here inside. It does show the advancement of Americans coming further inland and driving the Japanese to their final defensive position, which is Bloody Nose Ridge. And if you come closer, you can see that the engine block is still there, as well as the steering gears and the pedals.
It's amazing to imagine that 3 people sat in this.
Yeah, when are we going to figure this out?
Quite awesome. So how ridiculous, huh? Paul Allen.
Oh, Paul Allen. Yeah, Microsoft and the Blazers. And... Are you going to Seahawks?
Seahawks, yeah. Seahawks.
But he doesn't actually work for Microsoft anymore, though. He just has all his money from the beginning.
I've been printed here 65 plus years ago. It's our little version of dinosaur prints, you know?
So this is the Japanese headquarters.
The Japanese headquarters here. As you can see, it's a 2-story structure. Those of you who've seen the movie probably recognize it. You saw it, right? You saw parts of it. And anyways, the Pacific. It's a very solid structure, and it was hit twice by aerial bombardment. So let's go in and take a quick look. But before you guys go on and take a look on your own, I just want to explain a little bit about the building, especially the safety precautions I'm going to be mentioning. Okay, so this building again was hit twice by aerial bombardment. Lots of loose rocks, so be careful when you're walking around. Also, obviously, it's wet inside, very slippery. Be very careful. There's lots of rebars. These are these reinforcement bars in the building that are sticking out. For the most part, they've been bent in, like you see there. But there's still some out there. So just be aware that they're around, okay? There's a second level here. So, and the stairs are right there, and I'll show you in a moment. But again, please be careful when you're walking around here, all right, guys? Okay, so the building itself, you can see it's a pretty big building. It's got raised ceilings here. Raised ceilings to promote air circulation. As you know, concrete is a very good insulator of heat. So it also has a raised foundation. And if you look to the side there, you can even see a little section where the air can go right underneath and cool the building down that way. In addition, it's also keeps the building dry when it rains. A very elaborate building. You can see the ground we're on right now is made out of granite, all the way up to a quarter's length of this very thick post here. And if you look up on the ceiling, it also has some crown molding around there. This is where a wall used to be. You can see actually around these other posts here. On my left side, your right, you'll notice there's a bunker there. Those of you who want to go inside is welcome to do so. There's two entrances, one there and one over there. You have to. Again, this building was hit twice by aerial bombardment. One direct hit came right through above, took out the roof, the second floor, and much of the second floor and much of the ground floor. There's a secondary hit towards my back side over there, significantly smaller than this one, as you can see. And that's due to the fact that that adjacent building right there is made out of solid material. Very solid material and reinforced concrete. The military, they probably left them in safety. Yeah, it's at least 10 years after, because they have to clean up the place. You know, and what was kind of cool is they and that's just a new memorial. Bullet holes, yeah. Oh, bullet holes. You see it over here? You see it's like on an egg. Yeah, Princess very well. You
So this is the cyst where they collected the rainwater.
Right. Exactly. And then, you know, it's whoa. Paper crane, and 1,000 of these are supposed to bring good luck and ward off the bad. What we're looking at now, the ramp. The vehicle itself would run up along, up on top of the shore, which is in the opposite end, and then the back end would lower. The ramp would lower facing the water. Then the men would run across or run out. The big disadvantage of that is you can see it's one entrance in, one entrance out. Very easy for an enemy to focus on. The one on the left is an older version of what we had just seen. The one on the right is an assault version, and you can see it's got a turret on top, and that turret has a 360-degree pivot around. That's a gun there. The gun, you can see the barrel was removed, and it was done so intentionally due to the fact that the barrel was still left on, and if it would go through the jungle, it would prevent the turret from going around because the barrel would get stuck on the trees, and went in and exploded. You'll notice that on top of on the roof of the tank, you can see evidence of shrapnel that ripped right through. And you'll notice where it was hit on the front wheel here, the front left wheel. Also another round hit the outer armory here. 2 rounds actually penetrated the outer armory here, went in and exited on the other side. If you look right here, right where I'm at this angle, you can see straight ahead where it went out. It was lightly armored due to the fact that it had to float. Again, the turret here, you'll see that there's a 37mm gun there. That's the long barrel there. And the short barrel is a 30 caliber machine gun. You also notice on the turret there, the star, which is also located on the back of the tank as well, were placed over here. Okay?
Just out in the open.
Yeah. After all these years, that wheel does still spin. So nobody comes here and greases it or sprays it. I'm serious. Well, you're in Saipan. No one maintains anything there.
They don't maintain the roads even.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's a Pacific Island thing.
So this is like 65 years old at least, right?
At least, yeah.
And you don't even need WD-40.
No, we don't do
And the
nothing.
bearing is still running like...
could actually do something.
Oh, this is called good quality mechanical engineering.
Well, we got German people that come in. They should probably German though. These soldiers here. Out of that group, 223 survived. Yeah, because they had to keep an eye on them. Original position here. Goes in about 15-20 meters in where they stored the ammunition to the gun. In all likelihood, the men who operated this gun also slept there as well. That cave can be accessed by coming back down the stairs. You can see towards the right there's a little trail that goes around this big rock right here. So those of you who want to go down there, we can go ahead and do that.
Alright, what's back here? Alright, show us back here.
Keep low, guys. Watch your head. They have many caves here in Peleliu in which the Japanese had dug out. Some caves go and connect with other caves, forming a system of up to 12 to 13, 14, 15 different caves.
Are these natural caves?
Just get a bulldozer and seal it off that way, forever entombing the people inside. So the ridge you're in right now has remains, again, just like the beach, of hundreds, if not thousands of people in there, forever entombed.
In all honesty, it has like zero infrastructure. So
Yeah, I don't think it has anything.
There's
else.
no rest.
Hey guys, by the way, this is a breadfruit tree. Have you ever seen a breadfruit tree? I don't think we got fruit. Here's a breadfruit right here. They get a lot bigger. And the breadfruit doesn't taste like bread and it doesn't taste like fruit. It tastes more like a potato. It's one of our main staples here on this island, along with taro and tapioca. Taro and tapioca more so due to the fact that this is seasonal. We don't get this all year round. And here's one right here you can reach up and touch. Very hard, you can't pick it off a tree and eat it. And if this falls on your head, you are going to get hurt.
Do you use a machete or you just take your claw?
You can just pick them off. And a big blast that occurred up in the upper right corner of the building, and that was hit by a 16-inch naval round.
Alright, you're done with the box?
It'll be a bit rough, eh? So, what's your back?
You get it, Jason.
embassy and just bring this guy in and say, hey, this is for you.
Yeah, your
Send him
brother.
home.
Here's your brother.
Yeah, and you send him home. He's been there for 65 years or something.
He's homesick.
Of course. But anyway, it's still there. And so when they said, oh, they're going to start getting them out of the caves,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm saying, hey, when they start doing that, then I can get him out and, you know, ask them to send him home too. Because he's outside of the cave. They want to open the caves and take everybody out and ship them back.
Do you often find
For humanitarian reason. That's according to Toribio, President.
Yeah, well, and they should.
Yeah, they should. You know, why not? The family are going to be very happy to receive these guys,
they
man.
may need to take DNA samples to see what belongs to who, but
Yeah, but they can.
Yeah.
You know, they can. And
it can be done.
and now I heard it's more than 100 caves. I don't know if the guy who told me the
Steve,
story,
yeah, Steve.
is it exaggeration or not? But they said 100 caves with people still inside.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it
The
at
bone.
all. There's a lot of
Sealed.
caves over there.
Sealed with bulldozer, concrete, and dynamite. Just bomb. They're in there. Yeah, because they torch them and try to get them out of there and say, hey guys, go, we gotta get out and go home. And they say, no. So they say, hey, either you or me are gonna go. So they seal them.
Yeah.
It's kind of, they didn't have any choice because they would still, I don't know.
Yeah, I know a lot of the caves that they sealed, you know, they came out the other side.
Oh yeah.
They had backdoor entries
Yes.
to their
Yes.
caves.
Oh yeah.
But, you know,
Some are.
but some weren't so fortunate.
Oh no, they were not fortunate.
do you find artifacts as well? You know, like old machine guns.
Everywhere.
All kinds.
Grenades, guns,
Whenever you do a public
tanks,
project, you gotta have
machine guns, tanks, cannons. You know,
Some of them are dangerous, right? I mean,
it's still there. But there was a crew that came here and cleaned it up, and so I think it's pretty much cleaned up, and they get rid of all the live ammunition and you know. But I think they did. They did a good job just a couple of months ago, I think. So I think they got most of them, 90% of them.
can I have your name, please, for the video, just for reference?
Ichiro Roni.
So you have some Japanese ancestors as well, or Ichiro, is that?
My father lived during the Japanese administration, and usually people at the time were named with Japanese names.
I see. Right.
And so you don't have to be a Japanese to have a Japan name, but he went to Japanese school, and his father named him Ichiro. So my father's name is Ichiro, and my name is Roni.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
I used to captain the boat for Peleliu Island, so I know a lot about driving big boats out in the ocean. Out in Peleliu we have not too many accidents or what, but driving from here to Koror is a really big deal, especially having a lot of customers on board.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not a pirate, but I sure like to be. Give me a pats, I'll put it around my eye.
Well, you definitely look like a pirate. Tell us about the island life here. You know, what is
island
it like?
life is real nice and calm, quiet. Not too many.
It's quite laid back. Right?
Laid back. No bars. People.
No
family.
boozing.
Yeah.
No drugs.
Drugs, booze. It's all there. It's there for everyone to enjoy, but there's actually no problems. Really laid back country, really laid back state. Peleliu Island. Please come and join us and have a smoke.
I really like
one way or the other. Thanks. Ron smile. You're back there?
So what are the drinking laws here on the island? Can you have a beer or two and drive?
I guess so. Proves to show I can do it.
So would you invite your police friend to have a drink?
Always. He usually has one or two with me, and then heads home.
But with all honesty, the roads are so bad that you can't go fast, right?
Yes.
That's the idea.
Yeah, we have a couple of, sure. We have a speed limit here, that means speed bumps, and we'll be hitting them soon. A lot soon. Here we go.
Well,
Well,
this
not
road
really.
is a really good highway. I
It's
mean.
pretty good, huh? We'll hit the other end.
According to the local culture, do the women cook usually, or the men cook, or whoever?
Actually, usually the women cook. The women get the fire started. The men do the fishing, the hunting. If we're going for local birds, or just going crabbing, the women actually do a lot of the starting the fire, doing cleaning the fish,
Looking after the kids.
looking after the kids. So basically, the man's job is to feed the family, you know.
So
Just
they
to
go out fishing in the
go ahead,
morning.
go fishing, come home, get the fish prepared, everything. From there, the wife takes over. So Palau custom, Palau culture, the women's got more power than the man. The man can do all what he wants to do. He can do the fishing, he can do the... But the woman has the power in the household. She takes care of everything. If you make the money, she spends the money.
Yeah, she'll go to the market as well. And
She
sell
goes to the
extra
market
fish.
and she'll do all that. She makes sure that, you know, the family is healthy and runs a good household.
Right.
So that's basically what us in Peleliu, how we live.
And how is healthcare like? I mean, do you have your own doctors, or you know, like
Healthcare-
natural path doctors, or traditional doctors, or you basically rely on Western U.S. type of medicine?
We rely on U.S. Type of medications. We do have a dispensary here. It's not provided with a doctor, but we do have a nurse who is certified to take care of certain problems, and if worse comes to worse and it is immediate emergency, we have emergency boat which is able to transport them to and from Peleliu to Koror and back, family-wise, and make sure that everyone is healthy. And every Thursday we do get these, we have the CBs, part of the Army or the Air Force, Navy, the CB crew come in every Thursday and give us a free treatment, check on everyone who's sick, or...
That's very nice.
Yeah, very nice of them. And they do, if they do make sure overnight, they do have they do show movies for the young ones, and they do provide
You all speak very good English, I know.
and they do
That's
provide
fantastic.
good service to everybody in the island of Peleliu, and I'm really appreciative of that.
And this is the rough road, folks.
This is the rough road.
So we'll have to hold the filming for a short while.
Yeah, get a little bumps in there.
Sounds like he's ready to fight. He came back. Absolutely amazing. It's alright, buddy. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hi everybody. Hi. I just saw my biggest crab in my life.
What's that over there?
Yeah, it's huge. That's the wrong way. You're already on the drugs, guys? What's going on? Tell me, what is that?
Narcotics
Real nut.
So what is that? That's salt?
That's lime.
Lime.
Limestone.
It's amazing what you guys do here. I would die.
Is that too strong for me?
So that's a
Is this your load?
That's for you.
Is that how you load yours though, or you put more?
That's how I do mine.
I'll take just a
little less?
Tad bit less. Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want.
So when you chew
Sorry.
this, you get a bit of a high or what?
Is that where you guys are barbecuing?
Well, the first time you chew it, it's like smoking a cigarette the first time, you
get
know,
sick.
you get kind of dizzy. But my wife got me to quit smoking cigarettes this way.
I see.
Hey, put on this, son.
So it's just a little betel nut, lime, and
SPG,
bro.
pepper leaf. They call it kabui and Palauan.
They're having a hard time. They're also having a hard time to figure out who's gonna pick you up. Like, you guys better slow down, run, and he's kind of eating it.
Sam, next time the Pirates of the Caribbean need a new character, there's one for you.
Just a few more bumps.
So could you just briefly say a few words about these crabs, because I didn't have it on video.
Okay, land crabs is a basic necessity here in the island of Peleliu. We have it every day.
We eat them as
We,
fish. I mean, like
we
fish.
take him, we boil them. After they've been boiled,
Soup, right?
after they've been boiled, we drain all the water, and then the women would take a little plucker, or I don't know what you call it, like a spoon, and would scoop out all the meat. Scoop out all the meat until they have like a bucket full of meat, and then go ahead and mix it with some coconut milk.
That's a lot of crabs, right?
Yeah, you're probably looking at about maybe 100 to 150 crabs. Enough to feed.
How do you catch them? On the road?
With your hands, yeah. Just grab them behind their
Claws and then they
yeah, their hind legs and
can't get you.
yeah, and their claws, just so their claws don't bite you.
Right.
And then we would take the meat and mix it with coconut oil, coconut milk, and restuff them in the crab's head, the head of the crab, and which on this island we call ugay, which has become very popular in the mainland. In the United States, it's become really popular. It takes a lot. It's a lot of work, and I think the ladies who make it for everyone to eat and enjoy don't make enough money on the work that they do, because a lot of times they make profits. Business will make profits. They buy it off the lady who makes it for about $1.50. And then the business will sell it for $5 to $6 to $7.
It's unfortunate, yeah. The business people always make several times more
They
than
make more than
those who really do the work.
yeah, do all the work.
So this is crab territory. This is why we have such bad roads, because then the roads don't warm up that much.
Yeah.
So the crabs can cross
And to the right
to
is
migrate
our,
to the ocean. To the left,
To the right is our airfield.
airfield, the old Japanese airfield.
Yeah.
I wonder why they don't have an aeroplane here or two, you know, just to show those days.
Really?
They could have left one or two, right?
Yeah.
For the museum.
Well, I guess during that time they all gone there. We do have planes, but all stuck in the jungle, torn into bits.
This is the jungle. This is like a rainforest.
Yeah.
So this was a shortcut, right?
Yes. Cross Island Road.
The Northeast Highway.
Yes.
These trees are absolutely fantastic.
They don't take too long to grow, right? Within 10 years you have a tree like this, right?
Actually, I'm not really sure about that. On our road into the swimming hole, take a chance to show you a tree that was actually at a certain height when I was about 6 years old. Until now, I'm 36 years old. And it's still growing. Big tree, big iron tree.
Can you just live out of the forest, you think, if you were left here?
Yes, you can.
You could actually live?
You can live off the forest, you can live off crabs. We have wild bananas everywhere. We have taro, tapioca, everything out here. Firewood. And everyone knows you don't just need a match to start fire. There's always a way to start fire.
I see some wild chicken or
wild chicken, coconuts. We got
how about water?
Water. We have water. We use rainwater.
Oh, rainwater.
Yeah. Water. Our actual our water system here in Peleliu is almost pure. We're using underground water, which is actually 93% fresh water. And 7% salt water. This is after being filterized by the land, and we're able to get this fresh water. The reason why I know this is because I work for the water system.
Oh, right.
We provide fuel.
What is a wild chicken?
Yeah.
Just crossed.
Yeah, we got and Peleliu's got a whole bunch of birds. You know, we're actually few snakes that don't eat eggs or birds. They eat bugs. So that's the reason why Peleliu's, you know, just the enchanted island. Yeah, this is actually
very
the beautiful island. It's untouched, and we really don't need hotels. A lot of people talking about hotels. We don't really need hotels. Probably a couple of bungalows, you know, somewhere they can.
Yeah, something small. You don't want to destroy this
in and out. You know, we don't want to
natural environment. Yeah.
It's enough that we see it on TV. New York City.
No, you don't want to create New York City here.
They got no more trees. If you're lucky,
well, actually, New York City has a lot of trees in Central Park.
Okay. Well, in Central Park, but I mean in the.
But not not amongst buildings. Look at this. This is like a real jungle road. Wow.
Yeah, all bananas.
Wild bananas.
Yeah.
No monkeys here, right?
No monkeys.
That's the other island.
Yep. This right here we're crossing.
Beautiful large trees.
Oh shit!
So this road was here when the Americans and the Japanese fought the war, right?
Oh sure, yes. Even before that.
This was carved by the natives, I suppose.
Yes.
Did they use horses, or what did they use in the past to transport and travel here?
Oh no, they
donkeys
walk.
Or
nope.
just walk?
They walked. During that time, what they did was everybody from, it's not like now, and if you come into Peleliu as we came out, it was always every house to house. But during the time of before the war, where the person was from, what hamlet he was from, if he was from here, they'd stay here. Another person from other hamlets would stay in Nasias. We have 5 hamlets here in Palau. We have Nasias, we have Naraon, Mardalon, Peleliu, and Peleliu. Those are 5 hamlets we have here in Peleliu.
Hamlet is like a district, right?
Yeah, the districts. We have those 5 hamlets. And this is like a hamlet for Mardalon, where the High Chief of Peleliu is from. This is a swimming hole. It's called Merment.
Oh, this is where the barbecue is.
Over here. No,
That fish is really good, Sam. Huh? I need a...
Did you get a shot
this
of
smells
me
really
scratching
good.
my ass?
The first night.
So this is a natural freshwater hole, right?
It's actually brackish water.
What sort of water?
Brackish, half and half. Half fresh, half salt.
I see. So how deep is this?
I think right now maybe 10 feet.
10 feet.
Yeah, but see, it fills up when the tide comes in. Do you see where the ladder is? You can see there?
Ooh, you are good. So the kids learn to swim here, right?
Oh, yes, at a very young age. These kids are amazing. Even he jumps in.
Well, you might be a little bit too close to the edge, my friend. Can you swim? Can you swim? Don't jump. It's too high. That was nice.
I got it.
I got you, right? I wonder if that left side cave goes in deeper. It didn't go all the way around.
I didn't know she had the G.I. Joe. Feel horny, cause I'm the type of lover with the sensitivity when she feels on my neck.
Go! No, I didn't get you. Do you want to do it again? Jump?
Yeah.
So go ahead, jump again, and then I'll get you.
Try. Is that a microphone? Yeah. Can I hear everything in the microphone?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I got you.
Hi!
How you doing?
Are you getting it? Don't take a video of me. Don't take a video of me.
3-minute warning. Nice.
That was a big one.
Move it. Okay, wait, my turn. That's enough to ride it. Don't say nothing. First. Second.
You going in?
Okay, I'm going in. 1, 2, 3.
That's a big splash.
Here.
Maybe I'm going to try it again.
Back on this one guy.
Where's the bar? Let's play our game again.
Suicide. Oh, I hit it. Go. Okay. So much for being a wuss. Pushy wuss. 5 centimeters the bottle.
Baby.
Desmond, what is your favorite song?
Designae, not Desmond. Designae. My favorite song is "Lean on Me."
Can you sing it?
I can. Would I? I don't think I would. They're singing on it, but I try to be a shoulder for everybody to lean on. I'm gonna need someone to lean on. I just might have a problem that you don't understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me, oh, when you're not strong. And I
jumped again.
Thank you. Oh. What? Hamta doesn't want to sing. Come here, man.
So how was the day, Kike?
Good.
Why are you watching the screen? I can make you look at this and see yourselves.
That's cool. Look at the thing. Look at the skirts following my face. Hang on me. Follow my face.
It's like a mirror, right? You can use
My face.
Wow. No, careful. He's here. Okay, hang on, guys. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. We are running. I'll turn this around.
What? Oh!
Oh, you got look at rat. Look. Rat.
No, look what I got. I don't want to walk.
Could you drop that? Because it's in the video.
Max, come over a little.
Just drop it. Yeah.
No, I can't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Can you, Mark?
That should give her too, right? More room.
So that you know the move, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate when you...
Now we need the rain showers.
Paul, can you put your hand down here?
No?
Put your hand, because he's squishing it.
I'm not squishing. I'm holding. I'm not squishing. Yeah. I'm just making sure that he's not falling off.
So I put my hand on.
Driving.
Hey, hi guys. Boom.
How many beers did you have? Like 5?
No beers. No beers. Drinking and driving is not a good thing.
You might spill some.
Yeah, you might spill some.
I got one. You have to get one that's perfect. When you go
Main one would be double back on the trail and start where you finish where you started.
And I know I won't let that be. No, it's more there.
Exactly.
What's this?
Usually I would always try to have them set on Rock Island.
Because I remember after we went to catch the puppy. Go come a bit closer. Look in my eyes. That is so wrong. This is the first coconut tree. I can't reach it. Wow! Oh. Okay, come on. I'm not going. Wow! Oh God. No, this is the candy part. This is the candy part. No, this is not the candy part. We've never been on this before.
But the terminal was...
I don't...
Yeah? Had enough of hot. It's
Woo, poo! What's your weenie dog? I thought it was like, ooh, poo.
Sandy.
Marshmallow! You know his name, Marshmallow? Well, I want to see Marshmallow. Which one's Joker?
This is Des's place.
Come on. Can I take a video?
Okay.
No, it's maybe
I got tissue in there. I got tissue.
That's not even your land, that's my land.
Guys,
I give you pets.
5 minutes away from the store.
I'll give you pets.
See, 200 years ago that would have been worth a lot.
Later is so valuable. The last thing you're gonna drink, and then I'll give you.
Come on.
You good? Is that the tower? The Spider-Man? I remember you gave it to me, Darm.
Don't worry about it. Thanks.
Stay with the kids. Go. All aboard. Adam, watch out. Stay with Uncle Mark here. Where you go? All right.
Can I get one more
Any beer left?
I don't want to be I don't want
We can pull the boat.
Do we have
No.
ropes? Oh,
and they can see.
So this is the princess section.
that's right.
There's a prince too, right? So you wanted to leave me behind, huh?
No. There was 2 more vehicles behind us.
I know.
Carson,
Just kidding.
there's a
Hey, Aloha. Come here, Aloha.
Are you working here?
Let me, my friend.
Can I buy a 6-pack of Bud?
Oh.
You got Bud Light? No?
yes.
Hey, Darren, this is my good friend.
Okay.
Aloha.
How much is the 6-pack?
Chambermaid?
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
No, gave you a bunch of money the other day. I'm gonna get Max $1.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see if I have another $1 in my bag.
How much is an ass on that?
Sorry.
Hey! What's daddy? Daddy goes to daddy emotional. Ah, shit!
Oh my goodness.
Put that back.
Hey, Max, you can't go back.
Max, I don't have enough money.
How much?
$2.25.
You guys want that? Nemo, you okay with that?
I don't care if they're blurred if your tongue's burning. Eat them.
And then we gotta get out of here.
We have everything.
The one street.
You need light
Straight.
up about
The wood. Right behind you. And
Or like what?
is this a 6-pack I bought?
Yeah. Here you go, kids.
No, you need that.
Look at that! Look at the dives!
That's the wrong boat. The skinny boat there?
Shotgun!
Cut it in half. 2.5.
Let's see how that goes, huh?
Oh, we'll be here.
All right.
I'll be here, definitely. That's for sure.
Yep.
Sam's a lifer. He's not going there.
Seeing you guys.
Full moon, Sam.
Next time, that's right.
It's full moon.
Tonight's the full moon.
It's the full moon.
What's it
No, it's tonight. It's tonight. When you're out there, you're gonna see it. It's the full moon. It's full moon tonight.
All right. There's 3 there.
You'll swim back.
Yeah, see you guys. Take care.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Hey,
Keep enjoying your beers.
Okay up here? Anything you need or?
hey guys, how are you?
Yeah, this is right there.
Yeah, that's his right there. I'll tell you the better.